Okay, so I'm going to talk you through 3 moves that's going to help you build your legs and your glutes. So we're going to start with a low anchor point on the KO8, and we're going to have the mode on resistance. So I'm going to use 2 blacks and 1 red either side, and we're going to go through the hip hinge movement. So to start off, let's open up them foot cradles, and then we're going to step in to each handle and bring them nice and high, just below our hips. Once you get to this point, we're going to move out a couple of steps until you feel that resistance hold you back. So coming down into the hip hinge movement, we're going to think about bringing our hips to the back of the room, chest to the floor, and then drive through your hips, bringing it up, and squeeze those glutes at the top of your rep. So bring it down, drive, squeeze your glutes at the top, back through, and you should feel all down your hamstrings and your glutes, working the posterior. Okay, so that was the hip hinge movement, so on to number 2. So the next one we're going to do is a sissy squat. So we're going to keep the KO8 exactly where it is. We're going to keep it on resistance, and we're also going to keep them foot cradles out. So we're going to step back in. This time we're going to face the KO8. Bring the handles up to the crease at the back of your knee, and then walk it out maybe 1 step to 2 steps. Make sure we get that full resistance. The difference here, we're not going to do the hip hinge movement at this time. We're going to do a traditional squat. So coming down, keep your back nice and straight, weight on your heels. As you come back up, squeeze the quads, that's the muscle we're going to be working. Back down, keep the back nice and straight, up again, lock the knees out, squeeze. And back down, should feel the burn now in the quads. Nice and low. Okay, so that was the sissy squat. So last but not least, number 3. And this is going to be the squat curtsy lunge. This is one of my favourites. So what we're going to do is we're going to change our KO8 onto suspension. We're going to put the foot cradles back up. We're going to bring the suspension down on either side of the KO8. So to get into position, we're going to put ourselves into a squat stance, and then we're going to come down into a squat, leaning back on the suspension, and then bring 1 foot into a curtsy lunge. Back into a squat, other side, curtsy lunge. So this move is working 2 muscle groups into 1. So we've got the lunges that's working the full glute area and also the quads with our squats. So bringing it down, weight on our heels in our squats, and really focusing on the glutes when we're doing our curtsy lunges.